Live from the Colorado Festival of Horror. We got a whole lot of people to talk to. Smurf here, along with, oh my God, we have the immaculate, the effervescent, the angelic.
Oh, stop.
Sarah French.
Hello.
Oh, I thought it was talking about me.
Well, I mean, you do look angelic. I can't lie.
It's a different part of,
Yes, but I mean, they're different levels. Dante,
Different levels.
wait, no, that's Dante's Hell. Never mind, I get that confused all the time. Before we start, we have done this on the previous podcasts. So, to a successful con.
Yes, to a successful con. Woo,
And,
yeah.
We're gonna see you. Are we gonna see you die later tonight?
I don't want to give away any spoilers, and no comment.
Okay.
You'll just have to wait and see.
Let's not wait to drink, though.
God, I love that stuff. Yummy, right?
I gotta sip
nice.
it.
No, it's fine. I got a glass of wine. I mean, I'm
You're
starting now, folks. This is gonna be a bumpy ride.
You're getting this party started early.
Well, I mean, we share a kindred background where, I mean, let's face it, they're up at 10 and bourbon and sausage and they're out the door. So,
Yes.
you guys, because we reference if she's gonna die tonight. Sarah French, you are in Blind
Yes.
and Pretty Boy.
Correct.
And you gentlemen, now which one, I get confused. Which one wrote and which one's directing?
Well, neither of us
Don't
directed.
Okay. Just, I like how both you just suddenly were silent.
I was like,
How dare you? Director. I'm the writer. I wrote
and
it.
I am the actor,
So,
the killer.
He is Pretty Boy.
so we got
The
Joe
guy that wears the
Knetter
mask.
and Jed Rowen.
Okay.
To cover up all my good looks.
And you know that just seems you're cutting you right off despite your face.
Yes, quite literally.
I understand. I have not seen Pretty.
Sorry.
You okay over there?
Yes,
You're going.
it's the hard liquor. I just made a weird face.
Yes.
When I drank.
And the twitch was great.
Every time.
I think she just hit menopause. I think it just happened on the air.
I think it did.
Already off the rails. The Pretty Boy, Blind. Blind is, as I understand it, is like kind of one style of film, and Pretty Boy kind of completely steps away from what we already know as an established kind of characters and storylines, but the same characters are coming back. So, talk me through that process. I mean, when you guys get together, what did you guys, is this the normal course, or was this kind of like after the first one, you're like, eh?
When we made Blind, our intention was we knew we were making it as a film fest piece.
Right. It's easier that way.
Yeah, it was a very low budget movie. We made it as friends, so we styled that as a 70s slow burn drama thriller.
Right.
To kind of do our own little thing. And we didn't expect it to take off like it did. I mean, we got a deal with Trick or Treat Studios for the costume, the mask. We have an action figure coming. So we knew.
Shut up. Really? You got an action? I don't want to
We have
make
an
Yes.
action figure. So we knew if we jumped
One
into
off
the
my bucket
sequel.
list.
Yeah. Jed plays with himself a lot, so now he can actually do it with a toy as well.
Now I just need a Barbie coming.
Yeah.
A Barbie.
My favorite thing
Barbie
to do.
Faye.
Every Faye.
My favorite thing to do is sit on my chair at home with an erection and let a Matchbox car go down my chest and Evel Knievel off my penis.
I should try that.
It's wonderful.
I've done that.
That's quite the visual.
It's a
No
wonderful
wonder
thing.
you're a writer.
Yeah. I don't
Oh.
come. I don't come. I'm not weird. But
Well, no, that would just be way too
yeah.
weird.
Yeah. The greatest
So over the top.
is the toys. Remember the cars where you'd stick the thing in the back and you'd pull it
Yes.
and it'd go that
And the orange track,
Oh,
which
yeah.
hurt like the devil if you slapped your brother or sister with them.
You'd set it up for hours and then it'd fall apart.
Yeah.
And it,
I don't think that product was intended to be used as
Yeah.
you've realized it.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was.
so anyway, we knew with the second movie, because the budget was higher and we'd kind of established now that we have a slasher, because the first movie really wasn't a slasher.
It really wasn't.
No.
That we needed to move more into that world. So with the first movie, we were 70s slow burn drama thriller. The second one is very much an 80s slasher.
Excellent.
And our third one, which
So there is a third one.
There's a third
Yes.
one coming.
Okay.
Moves more into a 90s style, scream style horror. So we're kind of taking it. It's one continuous story, but we're playing it by different generations of
We're going
how
through
we-
the decades.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
it's kind of like, because Netflix had that series where it was a horror and it was taking place in like 1980s, 1970s. So very similar to
Fear
that.
Street.
Yes, Fear
Oh,
Street.
yeah.
Which was spectacular.
Yeah.
And I loved so many aspects of Blind that hearing that, because I haven't watched Pretty Boy. I've been waiting for you guys.
Yep.
I'm
And
glad
I,
you're going tonight.
Awesome.
going tonight.
Yay!
I love it that you haven't seen
I
it.
haven't
Yeah,
seen
that's
it.
great.
Because I know you guys have like a real premiere at San Diego Comic-Con.
No,
We
we were.
didn't premiere it. We've had a few film festival screenings of it. It's coming out through Lionsgate.
Okay.
We just don't have the date yet, so we've had little screenings here or there. So
Okay.
Yep.
And how's been the reception?
great.
Really great.
Really good.
Okay.
It's less polarizing than Blind. Blind was a tough movie because people go into it thinking, oh, it's going to be a slasher, and it really isn't.
It really isn't.
Yeah.
So it can take people by surprise. This one, they kind of know what they're getting into. It's
But see,
fun
I
80s.
really liked the bait and switch it did with
Yeah.
with that. I really think that Blind, the way you build it and the way it comes across, is so well delivered.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're really getting to know the characters.
Mm-hmm.
Like Blind was really my story, and then with Pretty Boy, it's more Pretty Boy's story.
Okay.
And then with the third one, we're going to get a nice mesh of both.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Blind in particular, when I wrote it, I wrote it for Sarah. That was her movie. It's a role she's never been able to play before, and I knew she was just going to destroy it.
Yeah.
I know anybody that may see us together will find this hard to believe, but Sarah and I are actually together in real life, and have been for 13 years now.
Yeah.
Aw.
And
You guys are
it,
gonna get me all weepy
It
over
is-
here.
We worked very well together.
I killed her in her first movie.
Yep,
Well,
that's how we met.
That's if that doesn't say love,
Yeah.
I don't know what does.
We're happy with Blind. I think Jed did a fantastic job. He really
Yeah, he
brings
did.
it in Pretty Boy, and that the movie's really centered on his character, and we learn a lot about what that character is.
And I love that you got the shirt. You're sporting,
I brought the
Yeah.
sporting the shirt today. So
Let me just say this. In both movies, I had the mask on.
Yes.
And I couldn't really see out of it. So,
He's got
you're,
no-
you're a
got no vision.
stormtrooper in all
well,
sense.
ironically, I was really the blind one in both movies.
Yeah.
I want to make that point to all the fans out there.
Yes.
So I couldn't see anything.
The
and,
PA's pointing you in the right direction. Is that basically it? No,
Well,
left.
we didn't have PAs. Our first movie, we really went from the director Marcel had a dream. He was shooting a movie in his house with a blind woman and a killer, and we started filming 2 weeks later after the dream.
Oh wow.
And
Okay.
it was a
So this is a passion project.
a passion.
Yeah,
We
very
blew
near and
through
dear
it.
to the heart.
friends,
Yeah.
getting together with other friends. I mean, that's like a really
And all creating
It
and
was our
working
Taco
together.
Tuesday group making a movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we realized we had something. So with Pretty Boy, we had a little more
Yep.
time. Although I did write the screenplay in 2 days.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's a
2-day
beast.
Screenplay.
But we had a bigger budget.
Yeah.
We had a,
Yeah, you can do
More
more. You can do more with the bigger budget and things like that. We got really lucky with that. We had,
I still couldn't see though.
Jed still can see.
Our first day on set, we went, oh shit, we should have fixed that problem in the time between the two movies. But it's all right. Jed has
Hey,
it.
hindsight being what it is. So what's it? I mean, how do you get into everything then? Because you're in the mask, you're in makeup, you're all of this. What's your mindset? Or you're shifting gears completely in characters.
You just have to get, I draw, you have to get a little weird.
Right.
I go back to my old theater days where we do these weird, theater exercises of pretend you're a fish, do
Oh
that.
my God.
And it's like, wow, that kind of like I can use that stuff, those weird theater exercises that
That made no sense
that
back
made
then.
no sense back then and all, but here I am utilizing. They actually had a purpose.
Yeah.
Pretend you're a fish on land. Okay.
Okay.
Because that can't be easy. I mean, without having something covering your face and no dialogue and things
Well,
like that. You have to really move your body and work with your body and convey emotions with your body and your head movements, and it's all subtle. Subtle is key when it comes to
and
that kind of stuff.
I think
And
if
acting
anything,
in general.
I think if anything, Jason and Michael Myers and all of that has proven that it is in the body language. It really,
100%.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
You're fine. we got things coming and going and shaking and drinking. It's fine.
And Sherry Davis, who just
Sherry
walked in.
Davis just walked in. Who's up next?
Yeah.
She was in Blind.
She was in
Yes.
Blind. So we'll be talking about that. So what's the horror background? I mean, I know there's a lot more than Pretty Boy and Blind. And Sarah, you're all over the place because we spoke, we talk, we keep up. You're doing sci-fi, you're doing dramas. What's the favorite role? What's the favorite genre?
I mean, a horror first and foremost, because that's what got me into acting was horror films.
Right.
Because I grew up watching them and I loved them, and I always wanted to be that girl running through the woods, half naked, screaming, bloody, whatever. And I finally got the chance to do it when I was in my early 20s, and I got hooked. And my first film was with Joe. And so we formed a really great relationship, friendship, and, you know.
It was a friendship at first because I was married and you were engaged. So
Yes.
just continue to say it was a friendship at first.
So Eric Clapton of you. How dare you, young
It
man?
was
But, you know, I love it. I mean, I love just the whole aspect of acting and
Okay.
bringing characters to life and, you know, giving them these different emotions and backstories and really
Building
just
the world for them?
building the world and, you know, being very realistic with all of my characters.
So what was the favorite horror film growing up, guys?
For me, it was Child's Play.
Really?
Yeah. Creepy killer doll films are my thing.
See,
I
little
love them.
blonde children scare the shit out of me. I just, no, mm-mm.
Me
Stay
and
away.
Joe have the same favorite horror movie.
Okay. And if you say striptease, I'm out.
Joe, why don't you tell the fans?
it's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2.
Yep.
Wow.
I think the original Texas
So
Chainsaw
summer
Massacre
school
is
of you.
the best movie of all time, the best horror film.
But your favorite.
But my favorite is
Yeah.
Chainsaw 2. It's just weird. Leatherface became a little more pervy.
And it is a serious
Yeah.
detachment from the first one,
Yeah.
similar to, you know, Pretty Boy and Blind. I
Yeah.
mean, there's a definite separation between Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1
Oh,
and
yeah.
2.
I mean, I can speak for Jed here in that, I mean, we both love amputee porn, but beyond that, the thing we really
You
enjoyed,
really love humping stumps, don't you? I love it.
it's a stubby situation, but when we did Blind, we had Caroline Williams in the basement
I have no
with all
comment
the
about
Christmas lights, and it felt like Chainsaw 2 a little bit.
Oh!
And we both geeked out.
That was our first day.
That was the first thing we shot.
And it was like, oh,
That was the
shit.
first date?
That was our first
first
day.
date.
Oh, first date.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I like first date.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys really do move fast.
This is true.
I've done a movie with her and Bill Moseley, so that's, you know, boy, that's pretty cool.
That is.
Yep.
What I mean, I actually have not been able to interview Bill Moseley. What's he? I mean, he seems really relaxed and cool.
The day I was there with Bill, fantastic.
Right.
Just really cool, really nice. I was sitting all alone at the at lunch,
Yeah.
you know, and with this big table, and I was just there alone. He comes and sits down next to me.
Aw.
Bill,
Aw.
if you're hearing this right now, I really appreciate it. It meant a lot to me.
Like you're so nice. The you worked with Sid.
Yes.
That I mean,
Well-
that man was so amazing.
Yeah.
But what was he like on set? Because I hear he would shift gears so quickly that it was very interesting, but also hard to keep up with.
He's a constant professional. I mean, he was professional on set. He was, you know, he snaps into character like this.
Mm-hmm.
So when, you know, before you start filming, he's talking, hanging out, having a good time. And then once the cameras start rolling, it's character. And he played a bad guy and it was a Death House.
Right.
And he kills me in the film. I mean, it's a quick little scene.
It's a quick
little
scene.
little
It's a
thing.
quick death. Yeah.
But you know, he was really great to work with. And Joe, he was in his wedding.
Yeah, Sid.
Really?
I wouldn't have a career without Sid. Sid kind of, you know, in 2003, took me under his wing. We did a lot of conventions together. He did an introduction to my first book.
It's just left you hanging. I love that.
Oh, did you get that on camera?
Yes.
Probably. It's great.
No, I mean, Sid was always great. I was lucky enough to do his last film. I played his son in the last movie he ever shot, which was also Dick Miller's last movie.
Right.
Sid was one of the coolest people ever. He was real. It's why every convention, he was always the same. He never raised his prices. He's the only one never to raise his prices. You got
You got Sid.
Sid.
Yeah.
Mosley's a lot the same. You get Mosley.
Yep.
Mosley's an out there dude. Like he did an introduction to one of my books as well. And, Mosley likes singing. He likes to do a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
He loves nature hikes. Any show he
I
goes
would
to,
not have guessed that.
he tries to go
Oh, yeah.
out and do a nature hike. I went on him once in Ohio. We found a little patch of woods, and people think this is a lie, but he was telling me about all these plants because Mosley went to Yale. He wrote for Omni magazine when he was doing Chainsaw 2. He's a super intelligent dude. But he was telling me every plant, and there was a point where he stopped and he climbed up a tree about 30 feet to pick these little berries, and he swung down on a branch. I shit you not. It was like Tarzan. It was the most amazing thing ever. He tried getting me to eat the berries. I wouldn't do it. Because they're still, you still see in his eyes occasionally that he possibly could be a psychopath. It really
Just slightly.
Just slightly. You see, Chop Top come
Yeah, I
up.
was gonna say, well, he is
See it
Chop
there.
Top.
But I think we've all been lucky to get to work with
Yeah.
the people
Yeah.
we worked with because it's ridiculous we get to do this at all.
Well,
It's silly.
Very.
it seems like a passion and it's a pleasure at the same time, which is
Yeah.
kind of fun. Is there someone that you guys want to work with that you're like, we really want to write something in?
Kurtwood Smith,
Ooh.
cop and
Yeah.
70s show fame.
Yes, that would be. And he's. Yes.
Hey, Peter Weller too, the RoboCop.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say no to Peter Weller if he wants to, because he's so out there. He'll
yeah,
just do
man.
whatever. Just
I already
okay.
drove everyone crazy on the RoboCop
He
set.
did. He was.
Great.
That's fine. I mean,
Oh,
it's part of the genre, right? What's on the horizon after? Can you talk about what's coming after Blind?
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Space War.
We shot Space Wars last year, which is a space adventure movie, old school, kind of like the Star Crash era stuff, Battle Beyond the Stars, starring Michael Pare, which was super cool. Jed plays the Mighty Manx in that, which is a space barbarian.
You should see my outfit.
Dude,
Are you loincloth?
we have photos at our table this weekend.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you like Warrior? Remember those like He-Man knockoff figures? All they had was like the fur beaver thing.
Yes.
Yep.
Especially right about the
100%.
furry stuff. You
Yeah.
should see my boots.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if you could see in the movie. but-
He is covered though. He doesn't show much of his body. There is something covering everything,
Okay.
except for his penis. His
Well,
penis
well,
is out.
it's out there.
No spoilers, please.
Lloyd Kaufman helped you with this film? No, I'm just kidding.
I dress very warmly. He was a.
He's a space barbarian. It's cold in space.
Yeah, Joe wrote the script. He wrote a wonderful, amazing
Oh, the script is
screenplay.
awesome.
And Gado Setien directed it, who also directed a movie I did a few years back called Automation. So he's, going back to his roots with the, space adventure type film,
Right.
and he's very excited about it. We all are.
And our French action hero.
Who Sarah French has numerous fight scenes where she gets to beat the shit out
No,
of
no,
people.
the Frenchman that's in it.
Oh, the French. Yeah, Olivier Gruner.
Yep.
I love Olivier Gruner. I
Yes.
really
Yes.
into his movies growing up. He's amazing.
He was
He's fantastic.
and he's so good with like martial arts, and he
Amazing.
trains with tactical guns, and he does all that stuff. So I have this scene in the film where I have like this fight scene with another woman, and he was there. He's in the scene with us, and he helped us choreograph everything, and it looks fucking amazing.
So no stunt double, all your own
No,
stunts.
I do all my own stunts in the film. I trained. I did some training in Vegas, and then we came back here
Well,
and
that's
did
just
some
living
training
in
here.
Vegas.
Right?
let's be perfectly honest. That's just living in Vegas.
I was just whooping everyone's ass, No. And we did some training here with Tyler Galland. He was also in Blind, and
Right.
we did a handful of other films together. So he was a really great scene partner because he's very physical too, and I'm very physical. So we know how to like take the punches, give the punches, and it was just really easy working together, and we have that trust. Because with when you're doing scenes like that where you're kind of trusting someone with your life, with them possibly maybe
Has to be there.
if you don't know what you're doing, you can really get hurt. Just like in wrestling and stuff like that.
Yeah, we were talking to Monique yesterday, and she was going.
Yeah,
about-
she's a wrestler.
She is. And she's amazing. Oh my god! If you guys haven't been by Monique's table, you got to.
Oh yeah, we'll be seeing them all weekend for sure. But it's
Well, the thing about these is we're so thankful that we're at a convention now and that they're finally
Yes.
starting back up because
Yeah.
it is a small community. Everybody knows everybody, and the problem with LA is sometimes you don't see anybody in LA. You only see them when you're traveling
Right.
because it's such a hustle.
in
out there.
passing.
yeah.
So it's been wonderful to get everybody back together, and she kicks ass in this movie. She's the action shit. She's tough. She's
Amazing.
great.
It's a character I've always wanted to bring to
Yeah.
life.
It doesn't arouse me though. I'm going to be honest.
No, you wrote it.
No.
Did you work it all out on the paper?
No, I did, but like, listen, it worries me a little bit because she does
Okay.
watch Forensic Files and she does do this.
Oh, the true
fighting
crime
stuff
shit?
and-
Oh, hell yeah. I'm
Oh
all
my
about
God.
I actually went to school for criminal justice.
I mean, like,
Before
we got
I,
like Joe
immerse myself in
Cicada out in
acting.
the Springs that, does the true crime shit.
Oh, I love it. I love it. True crime, paranormal,
Have you done any investigations?
oh, God. A lot.
We've written 2 books
Yeah.
on paranormal journeys.
Shut up.
Yes.
I've read their books. Amazing.
Yeah.
We need. I
We-
don't have enough time. I don't want to know more about this.
We wrote one on Waverly Hills because
Okay.
we did an overnight, 8-hour overnight investigation there, and then we also did one on Salem. So a few of the places that we went to in Salem because it's a very haunted,
Very hot spot.
hot
we used
spot.
to do a lot of paranormal journeys and stuff because
We've been to a lot of
I'm more of a
places.
skeptic. She tends to believe everything, but for us, it was always about the history. Where we stay at the Lizzie Borden house a few times, and it's
Did you get to the sanitarium in Jersey?
in where?
In Jersey, that big one that they won't let anyone into. I tried
Oh.
breaking into there because I hear that it's like one of the most haunted places, and
Okay.
everyone's laughing at me. It's true.
No, Waverly Hills.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a place to
That's-
go. If you want to see anything paranormal, that's the place
Yeah.
to go to. I'm telling
And
you.
if you want to see a horror comedy, you'll want to see our new movie coming out next year called
Yes.
That's a Wrap, starring Serena Vincent, because we're running out of time and I have to plug that.
Yes.
I was going to ask you anyway you got coming out. But,
That was our first, our new production company, Sarah and I formed with Marcel Walls, called Neon Noir, and we
Okay.
have a horror comedy that Serena Vincent came out for, which
just
is
a red
great.
herring. Did that one excite you?
Serena Vincent?
No, I meant. Sure, we'll go with that. I was just following up on one of your others.
No, the comedy thing excites me because it's. I like comedy, I like horror, and it was fun to
It's a good merger.
be able to have something like that. That again, we shot in 8 days. We shot very quick, but it all worked. It was one of those on set where what I love about COVID is when we did come together to make movies, everybody was happy to be working.
Yes.
It was a great set. It was mellow. We like our sets to be super mellow
And fun.
and fun and professional.
Yep.
Well,
What's
of course.
very interesting
Always.
about, That's a Wrap too, it's very interesting is that in Blind and Pretty Boy and this movie, I wear a wig.
I just thought
It's
I
awesome.
thought you were
It's
preparing
awesome.
for a role over there, and you just went.
This is a blank canvas
Yes.
for prosthetics, makeup, and wigs. And
He
I
is
don't
the
know why
perfect
people
blank
haven't
canvas.
put me in wigs all these years, but this is the wig phase of my career.
Okay.
And he's in 2 wigs, and that's a wrap. We doubled it.
Oh my God.
He plays a character named Sebastian Vandenberg.
Great name.
I can't remember that, so I call him Sebastian Janikowski, the field goal kicker, so I just call him that. But,
I had him on my fantasy team. No.
Nice.
So I have a question, a request.
Okay,
All
just
I want-
under 9 inches.
Just. I figured it was a little bit more, but I'll take
knew
it.
that was coming.
Well, the
I
thing is-
just want to show up and you can kill me. I don't want any lines. I just want to stand there and be a victim.
Okay.
That's all
Okay.
I'm asking for. And
Stand there and be a victim.
I just want to stand there and be a victim. I gave that to Jeffrey Riddick for Final Destination. He's yet to take me up on the offer.
He's amazing.
He is. Jeff is great. He's been
He's
on the
such a
show multiple
sweetheart.
times, and he is such a great guy. And we go back and forth. And off camera and Mike, him and I have had some really great conversations. But I tell him constantly, I just want to be a murder victim. I just want to stand there like the boys. Suddenly you're just holding my arms. That's all I really want.
I figured you were going to say you wanted to crawl inside of a penis and then sneeze and
That
explode.
show is something else.
Oh my God, we showed that to one of the other, Susie, who's part of the podcast every once a week. We showed that to her. We scarred her.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she took that first scene. She's like, oh my God, what is this? And you guys have met Susie. She's running the room downstairs.
That's awesome.
But oh my, yeah, just ask her about the boys.
Okay.
You'll see that.
Usually when I
Nadine
ask
wants to
anybody
shit
about
laughing
boys, I
about
get
it.
in trouble. Can you tell me about the boys, Jed?
Tell me about the boys, Jed. Tell me about the boys. We're coming close to the finish line, guys.
But we'll keep your request in mind.
Please.
Yes, for sure.
Because I'm all about just. I'm really.
you
That's
do
all I
that
want.
really well. It's a good audition piece, right?
Right there, right? And cut and scene, acting. So we I just want to die. You don't even have to give me any lines. And I'm not SAG, so I'm totally ready for Underground. Wait, that sounded bad. Yeah, you know what I meant.
Okay.
Joe's the
already
hamster wheels
formulating,
turning.
But, you know, I wrote 3 screenplays while we've been talking already. So, you know.
So when you are writing, are there days where you just write in a murder scene? Because, like, I'm going to fucking get you today, motherfucker.
There are certain movies where I have characters based on things that I take out aggression for sure. You know, I've wrote her dying a few times and things, and she's killed me a few times and things as well. So
Nice.
those-
Unfortunately, he's one up on me right now.
we had
so-
a competition in a
You're
movie.
keeping score.
I'm
Oh,
one ahead,
for
so
sure.
I'll never act in a movie with her because I'm going to win. I'm going to win. When I was married, my wife loved Pac-Man. It was her favorite, and she was great at it. I never beat her, and it was our thing we
It was
did every
annoying,
week.
wasn't it?
I beat her once, and I never played again.
That's
I
the
said, I
thing.
will never fucking play with you.
No,
again.
Retire
So
on
now
top.
I know he's, yeah,
Mike, you're up.
exactly.
Fuck off.
That's actually why I ended up with her. Is I was like, I need a new game to play now.
So what's your new video game that
Yeah,
you
what's-
guys compete with?
It's okay, I'm playing
Rescue
him. He
a
just
indie
doesn't know
scream
it.
queen and take her to greatness. That's my game.
I'm on the inside. Best death scene? Or the one you're most proud of?
Oh, Jesus, that's, oh my God.
I know.
What
I
the
mean,
hell?
I know it's, or at least the one that went the most sideways on you. Like, oh, this fucking sucks.
Oh, I don't die a lot in my movies. I am a final girl in a lot of my films,
Which is
I
perfect,
love.
right?
But I would say I love my death in Insectula. And that movie you can watch on Amazon Prime. It's like an old school big bug film. And I don't want to give it away. You guys have to see it. But
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't.
the film is it's a lot.
Insectula.
Yeah, it's super old, but
That's what,
I had a
late
fun time with that one.
90s, early 2000s.
No, that was mid 2000s.
Mid 2000s.
We were together
Yeah.
when you shot that, so it was
Yeah.
2010 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah,
Something like that.
All right.
but
My clock's off.
it was a dramatic
Dramatic.
death.
Dramatic.
Yes,
Okay.
a quick dramatic death.
Nice. You guys? How many? I mean, what's the best way she's killed you? Or you're like, damn it, I shouldn't have written that one so well.
Fuck, I don't even remember. How have you killed me in movies? You shot me in the one, but
Well-
then they re-edited it, so somebody else shot me.
And that's
like
how
a
you're one up
ahead of-
on me.
Oh,
They re-edited the movie,
dirty
so somebody
fool.
else shoots me, so I win. How else have you killed me? That's the only time I've really died. I'm not an actor. I'm a terrible actor.
Well, you got killed in Barry.
Oh, I got killed in Barry.
Barry kills you.
That's right. I got killed.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Barry the rom-com with Sherry Davis.
Yes.
So in
Sherry Davis
with
was up
Sarah
next.
French. That's the romantic
She's on
comedy
deck.
horror.
She's on deck. Sherry Davis, stage 2.
Jed, what about you?
Yeah, Jed.
You know, there's been a lot. There's been very many.
I know, right? It's hard to pick a favorite.
Any
You guys-
scalpings?
You guys saw this. There, one time I was bludgeoned by a collection of silverware to the eyes.
Oh, yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Terratunes 1.5.
All right.
And it was literally, what did they call when you have all the cutlery? The knives, the forks,
Yeah, cutlery is
everything.
correct.
It was the whole
Silverware drawer?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so it's very
It looked good.
yeah.
So that's why in real life you have limited silverware in your home. It's
He's all like, needs flashbacks, PTSD.
I become phobic.
The spoons, the spoons.
I think I have one fork and one knife, and even stay away from the spoons.
All right.
but he does have 2 pairs of underwear.
And both are here.
Yeah, both.
Well, that's, I mean, that's 4 days.
I'm
And he's wearing
one of
both.
them. I'm wearing one of them.
Yes.
I might use them as bathing suits for the swimming pool.
Yeah, nice. Good way to think ahead. How do the fans around the world and across the country follow you or stalk you appropriately? What are your Twitters?
Well,
Basically.
Twitter, it's Scarlet_Salem. And then I'm on Facebook a lot, Sarah French Online, and Instagram, Sarah French Online.
Reach out to her if you want to get a hold of me. I hate.
Joe hates social
I
media,
hate
so
social media
just find me.
so much
Joe's just
because
like,
you
fuck
can't
off.
have fun anymore. I've had to censor myself so much, and even
He
this
has.
is me at a major
Oh,
censor
yeah.
point.
That's why I even gave you the boost to loosen you up
This
a
is
bit.
almost the G-rated version.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I need to work harder on you.
Yeah. No, I have to be careful because, you know, the 9-inch thing I slipped in because that's a joke I make all the time. And she said, I suppose you're going to say that at least once this weekend. So I had to.
Just once?
And it's not
Nothing to add to the
just
list.
under 9 inches.
Okay.
It's just over 8.5.
Okay. Well, you got to round up, right?
Yeah.
No, okay.
I'm actor Jed Rowen. Instagram, come follow me. You can see me winning in life all the time. That's how it really is.
Yes.
And I would like to say it's Rowan with an E.
I was
not
actually
an
going to
A.
mention that.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
yes.
It works.
He gets his name spelled wrong all the time,
Oh,
and I don't know why.
that doesn't make me very happy.
Sounded so Richard Simmons. And on that bombshell, we shall say goodbye. Follow them. Give us a look. Give us a share.
Hey, give us a refill.
Yes. Run fast, laugh hard, and always be
Thank
kind.
you.
Good night.
All right.
Mwah.